What's up? It's me, Lisa. Bose Ultra Open Earbuds are one of my favorites. As a musician, sound is the most important part of the process. I've been so busy and always on the move, so if I can keep my music with me wherever I go, that would keep the inspiration going. The look of the Ultra Open Earbuds remind me of ear cups, so I would style it like an accessory. Check out Bose.com for more.
Want to shop Walmart Black Friday deals first? Walmart Plus members get early access to our hottest deals. Join now and get 50% off a one-year annual membership. Shop Black Friday deals first with Walmart Plus. See terms at walmartplus.com.
There's no better feeling than a personal win, and the State Farm Personal Price Plan can help you do just that. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state. This episode is brought to you by Skinny Pop Popcorn. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Oh, so light and crunchy. Skinny Pop Original Popcorn is the snack you've been searching for. Made with just 3 simple ingredients: popcorn kernels, sunflower oil, and salt. Snacking never felt or tasted so good. Perfectly popped, endlessly delicious. Give yourself permission to snack and pick up Skinny Pop Original Popcorn today.
Botox Cosmetic, out of botulinum toxin A, FDA approved for over 20 years. So, talk to your specialist to see if Botox Cosmetic is right for you.
For full prescribing information, including boxed warning, visit BotoxCosmetic.com or call 877-351-0300.
Remember to ask for Botox Cosmetic by name. To see for yourself and learn more, visit BotoxCosmetic.com. That's BotoxCosmetic.com.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, you guys.
Oh, God.
I know. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be this person, but yesterday I had a meltdown because all 4 of my kids threw up at the same time.
You guys are having a stomach bug, right? Or something like that in your household?
It has to be. I know a lot of kids at school have been getting sent home, and then for sure something, I don't know. Is anyone else going through this? Like, what do you give your guys' kids to avoid this? Because this is twice now in the last 3 months, and that's crazy. The amount of sheets I've had to clean, the amount of it's just been, I literally, cause Jacob was getting, he was getting medicine or like formula or something. And it was like 9:00 and all of them were just up throwing up and I didn't know what to do. And I was like, and I just started like crying. Cause I was like, this is just too much for my life right now.
It's a lot. That's definitely a lot.
It really is. And I'm sorry to talk about puke and kids and cause it's annoying, but it's just been a week. Like we haven't even checked our DMs. Like I just feel like we're so behind on so much stuff. And I'm just praying to God that by Thanksgiving, my kids are fine. I kept them all home, obviously. I was like, I'm not sending, like one of them had it before all 3 of them. And I was like, no, I'm keeping everyone home. And I'm just hoping by Thursday, everyone's good.
Yeah, that's definitely the most important. It's like hopefully they're fine. And like usually that's like at least like it is a lot, but at least it's like a 24-hour kind of bug where it's like hell for 24 hours, but then they're like back to normal and they're happy and you're just like, okay, you're doing good.
I just hope I don't get sick.
I know.
Like I'm just freaking out because I swear these types of things always happen during holidays. And I'm like, okay, I really love Thanksgiving too.
I know. I really hope you don't either.
Yeah, but we wanted to get a podcast because this week is going to be kind of hard for us. I mean, Beverly Hills comes on tonight, so we're a little scared of Beverly Hills, not going to lie. But
no, we're going to watch it with open minds. We're really just going to say how we feel. I mean, if you guys don't like it, I'm so sorry, but we're definitely going to still do it and like say what we feel. But then, yeah, it's going to be Thursday. We're not going to be able to podcast because it's Thanksgiving, obviously. And so, yeah, it's going to be a little wonky this week.
Yeah, we're just going to have this episode and then the Beverly Hills episode.
Yeah.
And then we're going to have an episode on our Patreon as well. But So I actually on today's episode we're going over hot topics. Oh wait, no, can I just tell you guys something? Because if you guys have moms like this, what do we consider our moms? What is it? Why am I stupid?
Like
They're
boaters?
yeah, they're boaters. Like how do
Like
you
old
explain
school.
that? Okay.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah.
You know, they're not from here. Very traditional.
Very aggressive, but like it's fine. Like it's not, trauma type of thing.
Well, no, it
Again.
is. They never learn how to regulate their emotions, so we don't learn how to regulate our emotions.
Yeah. Well, so yesterday she came over and when Jack threw up, you know what she said when Jack threw up? She was like, "Oh my God." Like he threw up a lot. And I'm thinking she's gonna be like, "Oh my God, is he okay? Like, let me come here, blah, blah, blah." She's like, "Oh my God." And I kissed him. And I'm like, Mom, I'm like, every time and my kids have ever gotten sick or I have gotten sick, you're always worried about you. Like he just threw up and that's your reaction. So anyone else can relate to moms who do that because oh
Yeah,
my
I'm sure.
gosh, I don't know. I feel like that's so not normal, but okay, anyways. So I feel like there's a lot of hot topics to cover. Okay.
Well, Roxanne, did you see like how it was Bravo Fan Fest this weekend in Miami? So like, I feel like so many things happen, and that's like what I kind of want to talk about a little bit. I don't know if you saw some stuff because we have been pretty busy this weekend, but I hope people had fun. Like, if you went, did you have fun? Because we loved when we went to BravoCon coming back and recording our podcast. It's just about our experience. So the reason we didn't go to it though is like I think we said it was like really expensive, and it wasn't like all of the shows. Like so, it was really like Miami focused, which makes sense because it was Miami. And a lot of Summer House, and there was some Salt Lake City. Like that's why we didn't go. So did you see that? Like those are the people?
Yeah, we didn't go because we were like, I mean, we like the people, but to spend that money, like if I'm gonna spend that money, I want to make sure every housewife from every franchise is there, or I'm not going.
Especially because we experienced that. So it's like, why would we go? Not that you shouldn't go, especially if you live in that area or you're around that area.
If we live there, we'd go.
Yeah,
if we live there, yeah. So, I've been seeing like a bunch of clips, a bunch of things, and
the one thing I'll say is like it's just like when they get in those panels, like so much shade gets thrown, and it's like, oh my God. Like there was one I want to talk about. It was on the Miami panel, and of course, like Marisol like says something weird about Dr. Nicole Martin, okay, and she like has this obsession of hating her, and she says it, and everyone boos her. Okay, you guys have to watch this because everyone boos her.
Oh, that's embarrassing. I didn't see that.
Yeah, everyone boos her, and if you see Adriana's face, okay, this is the best part of it. She's like, like she has that like smirk on her face, like she's so happy that everyone's booing her.
Well, here's the thing. Again, we always talk about the housewives not having self-awareness. Like I know that you want to be shady and do things for a reaction, but like I also feel like it's important to be liked. So if I know that most viewers liked this person and like Nicole wasn't really problematic. It's not like she was a bad person. I'm not going to sit there and go out of my way to like talk shit on her. So I don't know why Marisol's doing that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I need to see that video though. What did she say?
I didn't see what she said because they just posted it was like a gif of like, everyone's like boo. And then let me look actually, because I think I captured what she said. Hold on. And then there was like another video. I think you maybe have posted this, or I saw it from someone else on Instagram though. And it was like Andy asking the Summer House panel about like if they like hang out Lindsay's boyfriend, and it was weird. Amanda was trying to be shady, but then like Kyle answers,
I saw that.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and Kyle answers like, no, we like we're with her at a wedding, like we've seen her, like I don't know, he's really nice.
And
guy.
He said he was like we'd be open to it.
Yeah, it was weird that like the way what's her name reacted about it.
Amanda looked weird.
What'd you say?
Did Amanda look weird to you?
Well, I wouldn't say weird, and I hate even saying this. Like maybe she's pregnant. I don't know because she had this weird outfit on that like did not do her justice, but
she looked like messy.
Yeah, it was it wasn't her best styling moments. And usually she like goes very like, basic and always looks very pretty with her style. She still is gorgeous, but yeah, it wasn't her best look for sure.
Let's take a quick break and talk about one of our sponsors, HelloFresh. Make this fall the tastiest season yet with farm fresh produce and easy autumn-inspired recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. HelloFresh has tons of options for whatever you're craving. Choose from a changing menu of over 50 recipes each week, plus take your pick from over 100 market add-on items like dessert, breakfast, and snacks. Working full-time and having 4 kids, it's almost impossible to go to a grocery store. That's why I always lean on HelloFresh. Convenience is everything, and they make it so convenient. Plus, their food is so tasty. Their presto, pesto, panko chicken is my favorite. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/free-TRH. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals just by going to HelloFresh.com/free-TRH.
At the Home Depot, the holidays have arrived.
And so is all my family. So I'm working on keeping up with the laundry.
The Home Depot is here to help with Black Friday savings up to 40% off select appliances. Spend less time doing laundry with smart, efficient appliances from Samsung, ranked #1 in customer satisfaction.
Perfect. Less laundry time means more family time.
Get Black Friday savings now with free delivery and financing on select appliances at the Home Depot. Visit jdpower.com/awards for more details. Offer valid November 6th through December 4th. U.S. only. See store or online for details.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's not like her body looked different, but like I also was like,
No,
is
there
she
was
pregnant?
there was one where like she just never has like a little belly, and like if she's gaining weight, like I feel bad even saying this then because like it's like we shouldn't really be commenting. We really shouldn't be commenting. Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
I hope she is because I know
fine.
she probably wants to be, but
Yeah.
oh,
go ahead. Did you find it?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
I was gonna say. So another thing that I saw at the Bravo Fest was Andy had asked the Real Housewives of Miami. It landed on Kiki, and he said, out of not including Miami, what housewife do you think pays for social media followers? And Kiki responded, and she's like, "Oh, okay." She's responding. It's not like Kiki's trying to throw shade, but she was like, "Not Teresa, but the other one." And then she's like, "And I've seen it for myself." And I mean, okay, whether you like Melissa or not, the facts are the facts. Like we've been reporting on her buying Twitter followers from the beginning, and Alexia gave her a high five because Alexia's also called her out on it, and Chanel Ayan has also called her out on it because she has more followers than majority of the housewives, including like all the OGs. Like, I think even the Kyle Richards, Teresa Giudice, Tamra Judge. And I mean, Melissa's not ever been, maybe you like her, you like Joe Gorga because he is funny, right? But Joe doesn't even have that many followers. And I think Joe's about too. I think he has almost 1 million now. But hers is like way out. And she was the only one on the seasons in every episode that would gain like so many followers while everyone else kind of stood still. And if that was going to happen, I feel like Dolores would be gaining equally just as much followers just because like people like her. So, and it's not as controversial. So,
and we talked about like maybe she was doing fun reels or doing certain things, but she wasn't. Like
she wasn't. Yeah,
she's doing that on TikTok now, so it's like that can help you get like followers. But it's like that wasn't happening. She wasn't being like this trendy, like trying to find the things that get you more followers. It wasn't happening at all in all those seasons.
And from the beginning, we've always said this that Melissa, like on Twitter, like she gained a significant amount of followers that wasn't realistic, that we looked up and they were like robots. So this is like something that she's always done with like her PR people. When she opened up her account Envy, the boutique, she immediately went to 150,000 followers. And she gets like 20 likes on a post. But then people always accuse her of buying followers. So when she opened up a podcast Instagram page, she has like 15,000 followers, if that, I don't even know. So that goes to show you, because she knows that people always call her out about it, where she has to be a little bit subtle now. But she did respond by like on her Instagram story, she put like, basically like a GIF or something where it was like, I don't even know you. And she's like trying to throw shade at Kiki or something. But here's the thing about Melissa. Again, I know if you like her, like this could be hard for you to hear because you're like, who cares? I think it's weird. Like in what society is that important, or that it matters to you that much? Like, I don't know. Again, self-awareness, like how embarrassing that you feel like you had the balls to go and you have more followers than all these OGs who are on several different shows, you know?
100%.
And like, that's where it is. That's like, it's so embarrassing that you did that. But you guys, she lied about her nose job 700 times. Like, she constantly got asked it, which, like, I know that's rude and stuff that Andy and all these people would constantly ask her, but she constantly got asked about the nose job. She lied about it 4 different times until finally she was like, it's contour, it's this. And finally she was like, fine, I had a nose job, you know? And it was like when Jacqueline Larita was like, you're a fucking liar. We all know you have a nose job. And she was like, fine, I have a nose job. She at that time lied 4 times. So she's never going to admit to the follower thing. So for her to clap back at like Alexia for, you know, Alexia saying it, or clap back at Chanel, or clap back at Kiki right now is so scary, because you do have bot followers. Your boutique does have bot followers. So it's like, why are you clapping back? Like, I would just ignore it.
Exactly. It just because that she's insecure about it. So she just wants to, she thinks that, like, you know, by her saying that will keep her, people thinking she doesn't. I don't know.
Well, it's funny because Larsa Pippen, they were like, what do you guys think? They were like, what do you think about your castmates always saying Melissa buys her followers? And Larsa, I was shocked, defended Melissa and was like, actually, like, I think, who cares? Like, why are they so obsessed? And she's living her best life, whatever. And I was like, I am so surprised Larsa did that. Then I remembered on House of Villains, Victoria called out Larsa and was like, you're a loser who buys your Instagram followers. And I looked, and Larsa had 5.6 million followers. And babe, no one knows Larsa. It's not that no one knows her. People don't like her. So she's definitely not the #1 housewife to have that many followers, because she's not even, you know, people, especially on House of Villains, like, she was really rough. So people on Miami aren't fond of her. People on TikTok aren't fond of her. Like, she doesn't have crazy fans at all. Like, she doesn't have fans that are loyal to her. So it's like, someone like you is not going to have 5.7 million followers. And it's like,
she for sure has bought some too. So,
and then she was called out for it. So that's why.
I know. And like, anyone can say like, why is everyone so obsessed? Like, because like, it's just like, it's just fairness at the end of the day. It's like, okay, like you want people to, you want to get portrayed. Yeah. You're first of all, you're lying. And then you want to portray that you're way more liked than maybe other people. And it's just like, it's just weird. No one cares. Like, we're just weird. It's weird that you're lying.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There was another hot topic about Schwartz and Sandy. Did you see that?
Well, they closed down the restaurant in December.
Yes.
Talking about? Oh yeah. I know that.
Yeah. So, should I read Tom's like little no, or we don't care?
No, I really don't care. And it was really long. And it basically said, it was really long. Are you surprised that they closed it down?
No, I'm not. But like, you know, sometimes like,
you know, their food didn't even look good.
Yeah, I think like just because you have a celebrity backing, that's never gonna work. But it's just I feel bad because like, or this is what happens is like, you think you're so better than like Lisa Vanderpump or other people. You're like, I can do this on my own. Like, I can do this, and they like, I feel bad they put so much more money into it, and like I think some of them even took out their shares from the from TomTom to get money for this restaurant, because they put all their heart and soul, and they think because they're the ones running it, it's gonna come better. And like, look what happens.
I feel bad for their business partners, because obviously they're business partners, and that's, I guess, the risk when you partner up with like celebrities or reality stars, but their business partners didn't anticipate for that to happen, you know? So they lose out too, because they were like, at least we have this backing, the show's super popular, and, you know, I don't know.
Yeah.
By the way, I did think this was interesting just because we got so much shit about our unpopular opinion about Garcelle. Erica actually came out and she called out Sutton and Garcelle. And she said that she wished that they would both reveal their lives. But she was asked these questions. So I hate like acting like they're saying this on their own. She was asked these questions. She was asked if there's any part of her that thinks some of the cast members hold back. And she was like, she told ET, I feel as if I was able to lay it all out there, then these people should be able to. And then she specifically says Garcelle and Sutton. And she says there isn't anything that she's privy to that the audience isn't, but she feels as if nothing is as it seems when it comes to them. And then she was asked if they perform fan service and do what they think a viewer wants versus being authentic on the show. And Erica was like, at times, yes.
Yeah. And like, you know what, that kind of makes sense a little bit for me, because like I love a housewife from most of their stories most of the time. Like I love their watching what they're about, like who they're about. And maybe that's why I don't have that connection with them as much like other people do. Like I don't know. I don't know. It's weird. Usually like we align with most of our followers. So it's funny that we don't this season or don't for this.
With
this
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills. Yeah.
And maybe they did show, I mean, Sun did a little bit, at least with her ex-husband last, last season, but it was like also kind of boring. So we're like, hey, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's like when Erica said, in the clip for today, there's going to be a clip and Sutton was like trying to be like, Kyle, I get it. I get, my ex stopped sending me Mother's Day flowers, and Erica's like, you're fine. You make $300,000 a month. Like you're good. Or I don't even, like she was just, throwing shade about that. Oh my God, my heart just sank because my nail lady just texted me and I was like, did I miss my appointment? Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my God. And speaking of like the housewives, like the Humble Brag podcast, like it's with Crystal and Cynthia, right? So people are saying like they're talking about the show. I don't know if you knew that, like they were.
I didn't. So should I listen to it? Okay.
Yes, everyone is actually raving about this podcast. Maybe it was just the episode of Beverly Hills because Crystal is not holding back. Like she was like saying what she knows, what she feels. So I feel like we should start watching it because a lot of people are saying they loved that last episode with them too, and they were talking about the premiere.
Wow. Okay, I love that. Yeah, then I'll totally listen to it, and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah, because maybe she does drop things. Like I mean, she was on for a few seasons, so maybe she does know more than meets the eye.
So Andy talked about the pause with New Jersey again because he was asked about like the Real Housewives of Dubai, and he's like, it's a smart business as to why we're going on pause. He said this at Bravo Fest. He's like, we have a lot of housewives going right now, and it's one of the reasons it took so long to get the Real Housewives of Atlanta going, and one of the reasons we're in a deep pause with the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We just want to make sure we get everything right and be very deliberate with everything that we're doing. So they don't care. And he said the ratings, the great thing about the housewives in general is that the numbers are super high for all of them across the board, especially when you factor in Peacock and streaming. You can't look at overnight or live ratings anymore. It just doesn't tell the whole story. And when we're making decisions, we're really looking at the full picture. We love these shows. We want to get it right. Because like, listen, at the end of the day with Atlanta, they did always have high ratings. So they still did a pause. And what they've done now is I just dropped everything. What they've done now is they're bringing like Portia back. They brought Kenya, Phaedra, and they're like, how can we make it even better? So even though they're making money and their ratings are okay, they're like, okay, like, but how are we going to make audience still interested? So I can appreciate that. I still don't think Dubai is ever going to come back.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
But it is good. Why can't we see the ratings from like these streaming services? Is it like, why can't they display them? Like, I wonder, that'd be very like cool for all of us to know. So it's like weird. It's like they keep it to their chest, probably for advertisements. I don't know. But I think before it was illegal. Like you had to post like what's on live cable. It's weird that they don't.
No, they do post on live cable, but they don't post the Peacock.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like it's illegal, I think, for them not to post on live cable. So I wonder why it's not for like Peacock and all those and like Netflix.
Oh,
like,
I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
Netflix never discloses their numbers ever.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
unless they want to say like, oh, this was our highest for the year or something like that. But they don't disclose their numbers either. So it's weird.
Yeah. Well, also at the Bravo Fest, Andy, you guys, maybe this is an unpopular opinion too. I don't feel like Andy is in tune with what viewers want. It's just what he wants. Like, for example, he was like praising a housewife and it was Rebecca from the Real House. Is that her name? Rebecca or Raquel from Real House of New York?
No, Rebecca Minkoff. Oh, but there is a Raquel though too.
Oh, no. I think it was Rebecca. So he was like praising Rebecca and he's like, her storyline is so interesting and yada, yada. And I was like, no, it's not. Like these people that you're casting are not interesting. And he literally he was asked like something like, who's your favorite housewife or right now? And, or what's been interesting. And he named her. And I was like, that's just weird that you would ever say her.
You know why? It's because she's like a New Yorker, socialite. It's like, that's like the life he's from.
But I don't care. But I don't want to watch that. I'm watching the Real Housewives. I want to see the chaotic lifestyle of like you trying to hang out with your friends while you have a family, while your kids are growing up, while they're going through teenage stage, while they're doing like, that's what I want to see. Okay. I want to see like, relatable stuff. I don't want to see you like build your career and everything that you accomplish. Like kudos to you. That's like a side thing. I don't want to see it though.
And that's what's funny. Like, I don't know if we said it only on Patreon, but like, remember I told you on that podcast that she said the reason she joined was because like, it didn't feel like, housewives and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, so during Bravo Fans Fest, a viewer asked Andy whether he'd bring Teddy Mellencamp back, and the audience immediately, I love the audience for this, because they began booing, because I swear, for some reason, Teddy is the most hated housewife, like over Tamara, over anybody. The audience, so they all began booing, and Andy acknowledged the fans, saying it doesn't seem like the crowd is that enthusiastic about it. And then he says he doesn't understand why she has become this villain in the Real Housewives world. And he says, I don't know why she has become such a villain in the audience perspective. She seems to be a truth teller, and she's very smart, I think, but I don't know after all. And he says, we just started Beverly Hills, so we're not thinking about casting for next season right now. And he did say, as far as Orange County, like, we're totally good on bringing Teddy back. But for him to like be like, I don't get it. She's a truth teller. And the audience, I just feel like he doesn't want to hear what viewers actually think.
Yeah. Or like he's trying to like switch our minds because you say we're going to think that that's cool or something like that. Like, I think that's what he's doing.
I know, but it doesn't help. In fact, he just gets more slack. Like, that doesn't work. When are media people going to realize that doesn't help or work?
I know. I think I had one more hot topic, but I think you're going to cuss me out because this came from X, and we know that X is not always truthful.
Oh, gosh. What is it?
It was Mary Cosby's house was in foreclosure.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I saw a document, though. So, like,
okay.
If there was a document, it looked like a real foreclosure document because I looked one up, too. But what was weird is that the foreclosure was for her house in Salt Lake City. She has a bunch of houses, you guys. It was for the one in Salt Lake City, and it was only for $99,000. So it looked like she had refinanced a couple of times, and then now it's only she's foreclosing $99,000. But isn't that weird? Because she makes that like in a season. Like, why would she go in foreclosure for that?
Yeah, I don't know. Now I have to.
I know. So you guys let us know if you guys seen that and you think that's real.
Yeah.
I know, but isn't that so interesting? And like makes sense why she would 100% come back on. She probably needs the money. Like, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. If she needs the money, she needs to sell those designer stuff because that's a lot of money what she's always wearing.
I know. So again, it's like keeping up with the Joneses over here.
I hate that. I really do. I actually spoke out at a school yesterday. The high school that I went to, I spoke to them about, like just, getting out of school and like a job and all that stuff. And I spoke to them about like, I was like, don't focus on the materialistic stuff. You can make things cute, even though it's not material. Like, even though, there's your friend wearing something that's $2,000, like, you don't need that. I was like, I've had money since I was in my early 20s. I had, a lot saved. Like, that's how Chantel and I are. We always like hustled and had a lot saved and we cared about our credit, but like, we never really cared about like, yes, it's nice to have nice things, but we never really cared about like the designer stuff when we could absolutely afford it. We just didn't care. And so I was telling the high school kids that.
Do you think they were receptive?
And I also stuck with designer. I think so. I think I enjoyed doing that. I also talked about like, obviously just like, job stuff, not just that. I just thought about that. Another thing, by the way, is that Teddy
we're just all with the hot topics.
Yeah, I know. So she made a statement and she said that that she's not gonna, like, the only person who can change your life is you, and we have two options: to pretend to be a victim or stand up and fight for yourself. I find it interesting that she said that because initially she did try to come off as like a victim. And then once we found out about the affair, then she switched up obviously a little bit. And she says, I have cried, I've mourned, I've taken accountability and apologized for the things that I've done wrong. Now I've given myself permission to grow and thrive. It's on allabouttrh.com. And she says there's 3 sides to every story. And it's like, okay, you are absolutely right. But at the end of the day, even if a man was telling you like, oh, I'm separated or whatever it is, like, this woman's pregnant and you're still married. So then just file it for divorce.
Exactly.
Chantel, it sounds like you need to get going, huh?
Yeah, I do actually.
I know. It's a quick episode.
These work day ones, but I knew it was going to be quick because it was like a hot topic one.
I took off. Yeah, I have all 4 kids at home. I took today off because of their little thing. So pray that my kids get better by Thursday. I'd appreciate it, you guys. All right. Well, you guys, thank you for listening. We'll have one more episode before Thanksgiving, but have a great day. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.